Do you know what I hate about classical guitar? The strings don't last 2 minutes and changing them is an absolute pain in the butt. Hi, my name's Alan, professional guitarist for over 50 years. Welcome to my little corner of YouTube where I test the strings so you don't have to. If it's your first time here, please think about subscribing if you enjoy this video. Now listen, what we're talking about is that there. And if you're not a classically conservatory trained classical guitarist, you'll know what a pain in the butt that is to actually do. It takes me about an hour. It really does, seriously. And bearing in mind, as I said, I've been professional guitar vocalist over 50 years now, and majority of that was actually spent playing an Ovation acoustic, steel string acoustic, and that didn't even have any bridge pins. That had a pull-through bridge, so it was literally a case of just steel strings, pull it up through, wrap it round the tuning peg, and off you went. If I broke a string in the middle of a gig, it was on in 2 seconds. None of this tying knots and bits and pieces like that and trying to keep it neat. And so when I retired and I decided I was going to take up classical guitar, I did struggle a little bit, but I eventually learned to do that. But then I thought there's got to be an easier way. This is the same style of bridge that I actually had on my Ovation. And so I went shopping around and I discovered these ball end. Let me see if I can get that up there. Hard tension. Oh, it's not focusing very well. Ball end classical guitar strings. Now Martin, I just happen to have this packet here, but Martin aren't the only ones who do these. And let me just show you very quickly what they're like. As you can see there, these are the bass strings. All the bass strings come with a normal little ball end there. Okay. And the nylon strings, the treble sets, exactly the same. Your crystal nylon here, but they have that little plastic ball on the back end there as well, which just makes stringing them so much easier. And it was just like going back to my early Ovation days, to be honest with you. Straight up through. And if this resonates with you, if you're struggling as well, you hate tying those knots, then ball end classical strings could be the answer for you. And Martin aren't the only people who do them. D'Addario do ball ends, only Ball do ball end classical strings, La Bella I think, and there's a couple of others that I'm still actually looking into. And the good news for you is, if you want to know more about these strings, I'm building a complete playlist of reviews on ball end nylon classical guitar strings. So if you're struggling, as I said, then check it out. Listen, I'll leave a link down in the description there, and I'll also put a link up to the playlist right up there that you can click on and have a flick through. I'm adding to it every time I get some new strings out. I should be adding to it, so it's well worth looking into and checking back out again. Thanks for dropping by. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video.